Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you are coming through a cherry on top's hop, hello. My name is Sarah. Today we are going to create fall projects for the hop. I have here a piece of heavyweight hot press watercolor paper cut to 6 by 12. I showed you the two paper packs I'm going to be working with today. I really love the Echo Park wood grain collection, and I also love the Lawn Fawn paper pack there. Neither is a full collection, so we don't have embellishments that will work with our papers, so we're going to make our own. I have here a collection of aqua pigments from Brutus Monroe. These are like liquid watercolors. Some of them have a metallic shimmer. They're absolutely gorgeous. I will link in the description box and list all the different colors that I used for my project today. This panel is going to be die cut and used to make some embellishments. So I'm just loosely painting on some of this gorgeous color, letting everything kind of mix and blend. I chose aqua pigment colors that matched the shades in the Lawn Fawn paper pack because those are the colors we're going to focus on for our layout today. Once I had all these different colors on my watercolor paper, I'm coming in with a fan brush and some of the metallics. So I have some pearl and some gold and some copper shimmer. And I'm going to go ahead and splatter those very liberally all over this panel. I think this copper shimmer is probably my favorite color. It's so gorgeous. So then I'm going to grab this mixed media panel, let it dry completely. I'm going to use the patterns that were in my Lawn Fawn paper pad, and I am going to die cut a ton of leaves. So any leaf die cut will work for this. I just grabbed one from my stash. There are loads of styles, and everyone has leaf die cuts or leaf metal dies. So just go in your stash, grab one you like, start die cutting. I die cut way more leaves than I'm going to need for today's layout, but that is a-okay with me. In addition to my leaves, I made some wax seals to add a little bit more embellishment to my wreath, which is what we're going to make today. I also have some epoxy flares, some sequins, just anything I could find that I thought would pair well with these colors and work for my layout because, again, I'm starting my layout with two paper packs, so I don't have any kind of pre-made embellishments or anything like that. I really have to go ahead and make my own or source my own from my stash. I want to use this wood grain paper as my background, but it is quite thin, so I'm backing it up with some coconut swirl cardstock from Basil. I just put a little bit of my tape runner right in the middle of the paper, and then I can kind of wiggle and get my papers lined up perfectly. Then pull off the tear tape, the score tape that I had put down for a really good adhesion. So now I have a thicker paper to kind of build my layout on top of. I knew I was going to have all of these different layers and different elements on my paper, and I want to make sure that the background can hold up to me layering on top of my pattern paper. It's been a while since I've done a really fun wreath layout, and they are some of my favorite style of scrapbook pages to make. So I decided I was going to go ahead and create one for you today. This is just like a circle cutter. Anything you have will work to kind of trace a circle onto your layout. I'm using this almost like a stencil, but you could definitely use like anything that's a large circle. If you have a dinner plate, like that would work. So this is a guideline to help me make sure my wreath is a nice circle and doesn't collapse, I guess would maybe be a word. It's a guideline. I also am going to go through this 6x6 paper pad of all these gorgeous wood grains, and I'm going to choose a couple darker ones, the darker wood grains, and I'm going to map my photos with those darker papers. I am going to be using 3 photos on my page today. These photographs are just a tad smaller than 3x4, so I print 2 3x4s on a 4x6 canvas and then print with a white border. So they're just ever so slightly smaller than a 3x4. And I am matting each of my photographs onto that wood grain paper. We're going to create a fall layout today that just kind of says, hello, fall is here. I have some gorgeous kind of scenery photos. I have this really beautiful photo of my dog. So I decided this would be a nice little spot in my family album to kind of transition from the summer into the fall. Now you can see here I have so many leaves, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of die cut leaves, and I am going to go ahead. I'm going to follow that little guideline, and I am going to put all of these leaves overlapped and layered around that guideline. Super simple. I'm alternating how the leaves are oriented. I'm alternating how they are interacting with the edges of my page. And if at any point I feel like my wreath is looking uneven, I can add or even possibly subtract some leaves from that section of the wreath. I absolutely love the color palette in this Lawn Fawn paper pack, and I love the patterns. There's 2 patterns. They're all the papers are double-sided. One pattern is like little tone-on-tone leaves. The other pattern is plaid, and they're just stunning. I love how these colors play together. This is such a fun, gorgeous set of colors for fall projects. So I'm really excited to go ahead and make some more. Or to create some more layouts using these patterns. And I also really love those wood grains. It's such a good paper pack. I am going to start to intersperse all of the colorful die cut leaves with some of those mixed media ones. These I went ahead and just die cut leaves from that same panel, the mixed media panel we did, and it gave me these kind of two-toned, just beautiful, beautiful leaves. You can kind of see them here as I put them down, and so I kind of want them to be on top. So I saved them for last so that I could put them and have them really well displayed on my layout. I did end up with a lot of leftover leaves, which is totally fine. I put them into a little Ziploc bag, popped them in with all the other papers in the collection pack, and now I have some little leaf embellishments like completely ready to go. So here is our 3 photos, just kind of making sure I like how this looks, and I do. It looks stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and put my photographs into place. And even though these are down with tape runner, I want to add some washi. So this is a plain washi roll from All & Create. I love a plain washi roll. I love it. And this is such a nice one. It's this nice creamy, almost masking tape color. So I'm taking strips of it with a torn edge, and I am placing it above my photos to give it the look like these photographs are kind of just taped onto my wreath here. Now I have some gorgeous wax seals. I tend to make wax seals by the bunch. So I I did some crafting and made a ton of wax seals. These use wax beads from Honeybee Stamps and wax stampers from Honeybee Stamps. Some of them have some gorgeous like hearts on them, and some of them have mushrooms. I love, love, love Honeybee Stamps wax beads and their stampers. I think they're some of my favorite, and you get really, really, really pretty results from their stuff. So I will link those up in the description box below. Well, anything that's available over at A Cherry on Top that I used on my layout, I will absolutely link up for you. Once I have those wax seals into place on 3 different spots, I'm going to go ahead and just add some sequins and an epoxy flare here just to break up all the paper. This layout has a ton of paper on it, and I want to go ahead and kind of add some more texture or some things that are not paper onto my layout today. For my title, I grabbed a stamp set from my stash. I have some embossing powder and the offcuts or scrap papers of those wood grain patterns. I'm going to heat emboss my title, and added bonus, I love this. Do you see my little waffle flower grip map? It is so well loved. I absolutely adore it. I am going to go ahead and hold those scrap papers into place on my Misty, and then I'm going to heat emboss my title and fussy cut it out. I do not mind fussy cutting at all. So for the part that says Hello Fall, I just gave that a little, turned that into like a strip. And then for the embossed part that says Goodbye Summer, I'm going to go ahead and kind of really go around all of that scripty font. Now I'm going to come in and add my title pieces, and I'm going to add a couple more of those super cute leaves behind my title here. I love how this layout turned out. Those leaves are so good. These colors are so good. I super duper love how this layout came together. The more I look at it, the more I love it. Here are all of the close-ups, and here's a little housekeeping for you. Make sure to go down below, hop along with all of the Cherry on Top design team. Leave a comment at each video for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate. We do these every month with our hops, and I love to hear everybody's comments. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a wonderful October.